The components that we'll be using in this bin system. With me, I have a report, but unfortunately, I was unable to produce copies. But by the end of the presentation, I'll be able to provide them to you. So the components that we'll be using in this bin system, with the time that we had, we were able to come up with an actual prototype that you can see, because it requires a lot of hardware. But with time, if we were given the components that are needed, we can be able to implement it. Because with me, I have a circuit diagram that shows what kind of components the system will be using and how it will be working for each bin. So the requirements for this, for the components that we need, a servo motor. A servo motor will be helping to open the bin automatically on its own. So when it senses a human presence at the distance to be able to open up. And these sensors, we're using ultrasonic distance sensors. These sensors will be able to capture the distance that the human being, how it will be able to capture the distance between the bin and the human being. Then for the levels of waste, we'll be using the ultrasonic sensors too, placed inside the bin. So this bin will be able to capture the level with this ultrasonic sensor placed inside. So it will be able to give feedback to users on what level the bin is at, or if you're able to deposit anymore, or if you can't. Then it will be also using Internet of Things, which will be providing web-based summary of every bin. So when you want to access this bin, it will be able to work in real time. Whatever is happening at Kuhula, you'll be able to see right there and then with the use of these Internet of Things components. Then it will also consist of every bin will have a screen. LCD is at this percentage of capacity, or this bin is almost full, or it still has space for you to use it. Yes.
It will store a battery, then the solar will be powering the battery, then the bin will be using the battery to open up and close and sense the human distance.
So you have a diagram to show that?
With our simulation, we don't really have a component that's showing the solar system, but for this prototype, or for this circuit diagram that we're showing here, it only needs 12 volts for it to work in one accordance. So it's not really a very big, massive voltage of power that it needs. It only needs 12 volts. And for 12 volts, I'm talking about these small batteries for it just to turn on and do its work.
And the pump uses what amount of power? What is the rating?
Sorry?
For the opening of the bin?
The servo motor is just one small component. It uses less than 5 volts.
Where are the quantities? I want to see.
Okay, let me. Sorry?
You know, when you're designing
Yes.
a system, you say it's going to use 12 volts
Yes.
because the servo motor has this rating. It's able to operate. What if you go on the market and it's not there?
Okay.
You get the point. So when you talk about the components, you say this is the rating of the servo motor, and it will work for this, and the time it works is this. So by the time the day ends, the other day it comes, it will charge. A kind of solar panel, how big, how small, the rating, you didn't. Yeah. So I'm just trying to provoke your thoughts that you need to think about such, so that even as you come to implement, say I have the funds, I say, okay, let's implement. You already have, you say, this is the servo motor capacity, this is the solar, the whole components. And we wanted to see, when you are talking, I wanted to see the system on the phone. You see like, we have placed some bins there and
Yeah, we didn't have enough resources to implement this one. But
you are in each year?
second
Second year.
year.
Third year. So there's still time. We need to see.
Yeah, there's
With the help of you, we can implement
Yes.
this if the resources are provided.
Of course. Yeah, that's why I want to be part of the research club now. I'll become. Yeah, because we need to. You don't just end here. You advance it. Especially that in second year. You can build on it. Of course, it has this limitation of technology, but why not implement it in real life? Yeah.
mic or without the mic?
I think since we are here, we can.
As long as my colleagues can hear. Yeah, I've got two questions. I really like the concept. I just want to check whether I understood correctly. We want to help people